to like, and that's the.
Hey, Alan,
Hey,
are you ready?
I think so. Do you need to make me a backstage co-host?
No. I
Oh.
need you to not be co-host.
Oh,
So,
okay.
first thing is you remember when I wanted to allow people to have duplicated names on the roulette because they have entered two things and the roulette was very big.
Yep.
So we are going to do something where people can gain 1 to 5 times their name in the roulette. So this is going to be impossible to use the roulette. Right?
Right.
So you can have your name 1 time in the roulette if you do
Up to 5
one
times.
testimonial, but if you do a second, a third, or fourth, one talking about the support, another talking about the gallery, another talking about the spotlight, another talking about the gallery around. We are going to give you a lot of themes, and you can participate multiple times. The more times you participate, the more chance you will have in the roulette.
Right.
But
so
if 20 people do that, it's
Yeah.
20 times 5, and then you have 100 people in the roulette, which looks horrible, right?
Yeah.
So we
What have
were
you done?
between not do it at all because we didn't want to do screen share.
Yeah.
So we decided instead to create another roulette.
Okay. I thought that might be the case. So let's see it.
So this is the mechanics of the roulette. It's not how it will look in the final, but that's the mechanics. So you can click to switch between, spin between a lot of names, and it will land at someone. And there you go.
Hey. Okay. Okay, because then you could have. Yeah.
Felipe is very good with storytelling. So he started with the least exciting thing, and now he's going to rise up. Look at this.
Yeah, because that's not the best thing. Yeah, so this is the prototype. This is the roulette. As you know, we have the gallery round that we can have the gallery at any moment, but I can spotlight you alongside myself here, and the gallery will vanish and you will come here to the stage. But I will do that one more time, but this time I want you to mute yourself.
He's already muted.
No, he's not. Oh,
yeah,
sorry.
is.
That's one thing. The moment that I unspotlight you, I said I want to spotlight myself, you were muted. So now if I bring you back again, you're going to be instantly unmuted and you're going to even be asked for it. So now back to me, and now you are muted again.
Wow!
I didn't do anything. I just switched you back to me. But I want to show you one more thing.
That's my favorite.
That's not all, Alan. That's not all. Raise your hand. Both of you, Pedro and Alan. So we have Paul, and now we have Alan, and now we have Pedro. So what we can do is we can show a roulette with the names of just the people that have raised their hands, and we can spin it. And let's see who is going to spin. So remember, now I'm on speaker view. I'm not on gallery mode. It landed on Pedro. I can bring the gallery around, and it switched to the gallery, and now I can click to bring Pedro. It will remove the gallery. It will bring Pedro. I can click to show the gallery. It will go back to gallery view. It will show the gallery view, and then I can go back to myself, and then it's not. Actually, it's muted and unmuted Pedro automatically. It was too quick. Let me do it again. Pedro is back in the stage, so he's unmuted. You can speak now. I can show the gallery. And now, Pedro, continue talking because I'm going to remove yourself.
Let's say, blah, 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 blah.
And he's muted. And I'm back to myself. There you go.
And you know, it also lowered his hand as well when you picked him on the roulette. His hand was lowered. Yeah. So next time you bring the roulette up, it will only be the 2 people with the hands raised.
Yeah. Exactly. So right now I have Paul and Alan in the roulette. So I can click to bring... let's say Paul to the stage, right? Because he's the next person. The moment that I bring him up to the stage, he's gonna vanish from here. Oh, you removed your hand as well. Raise your hand.
Oh, but that's
as well.
because I
Everyone.
spoke.
It wasn't.
Yeah, that was
it
because I
wasn't
spoke.
him, It was the Zoom.
So both of you, so let me do this with Pedro as well. Pedro. Okay, there we go. Pedro is here. I will bring Alan first. So the moment that I bring Alan, he's going to be removed from here.
Hey.
And now I'm going to switch to Pedro. So Pedro is going to be removed from the list. And that
And Alan's
means that
muted.
you can practice that, and Alan's muted. And that means that you can practice that in the simulator as well. Because if the simulators, like, if I do this with the chat, like, let me do this with the...
Oh yeah, because they'll put their hands down in
You're muted,
theory.
Alan.
Yeah.
If I do that with the raised hand, so Paul is first. I'm gonna bring Paul. Hello, Paul. Welcome to the stage. Pedro is gone. He's muted. Now it's Paul. Now let's bring Willie. It's the next person. So let's say bye to Paul. Willie is next, and now we are
This
time
is
to talk
great.
with Tyler. So Tyler, welcome to the stage. And now we have just two more people left, which is Jacob, and then we are having the last person, who is Jody. So Jody, actually I want Jody with Jacob this time. So let's do this, and you're gonna see that Jacob is gone, and then it's back to me, and everyone is gonna be muted. Ta-da!
This is fantastic, Philippi. This is fantastic because workflow wise, this is fantastic. You know.
Yes.
And Mandy came on and practiced that a little bit. So the handful of people in the practice session have wind of something exciting coming up. You know, so to help with the workflow and stuff. So this is great. The chat feature, it's opened up a whole new set of practice. It's also opened up a whole new set of questions, because I want people to start utilizing the roulette, and now they're going to be able to use it in several different formats. You know, they can use it for spinning the prize. You know, each roulette could be the name of a prize, for example. They can have the random people roulette, and they can have the hand raised roulette. 3 different possibilities and ways of using a wheel roulette, which should make it more exciting for people that haven't been using it. I asked the question today. Okay, about 8 people on the call. So I asked the question today, how many of you are currently or have been using the wheel roulette? And it was 62%, right? Which I thought was cool on an 8 people. And then I said, how many of you, if we discussed and talked about different ways of how you could use the roulette, would want to start using it? It was 100%. We got, you know, so I think people are just not sure of how to introduce the roulette. So, and now with the hand raise business and everything, it's so much easier to get excited about, because there's so many options, whether you're doing a game show or answering questions or bringing people for
You use it all the
one-on-one time. It's brilliant. And the spotlighting and the unmuting.
Yeah.
Oh, people are going to love it. You know, I know somebody that only joined ITS because you could mute everybody. That's the only reason she joined ITS. I thought, well, you could have done that without ITS, but thank you. You know, I mean, I didn't tell her that, you know, but brilliant.
Yeah.
These are workflow updates. That's what these are, to make your flow and you're more confident, and to take away less thinking. You know, I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
The flow with the gallery, the change for the gallery view being automatic, it's amazing, man. That's gonna simplify so much the understanding of people.
Yeah.
Because they won't need to be worried about
it. No.
Yeah.
Now I've got some
It's a leap.
I've got some really valuable information for you, from today's practice session, because I knew a little bit about what was coming with this gallery around business, and because Mandy was testing it anyway, so no good keeping it a secret, you know. Mandy wanted to test it, so I had to tell people what we were testing. But anyway, they love it, and I explained, you know. There was the odd person, I think Bart was mentioning, you know, he didn't quite understand. So then I wired my wireless camera up just out of fun today to test it out. It works great like that. And I showed them, right, let me show you. This is what I'm looking at. This is what Zoom does. Okay, and this is what the new feature's going to do for you, so you don't have to worry about our main gallery mode or not. Okay, so anyway, some feedback. One thing Mandy wants is she needs to be able to see the speaker view a lot, because it's the speaker view that gives her confidence of what they're seeing at home. You know, and obviously the Zoom second window, if it would hold more than one spotlight, that'd be great, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
But I don't know why Zoom even have a second window, because it's hopeless with what it can't do anything right now, you know, not really. But anyway, that aside, that's out of our control. But so she needs to go back. So the idea of the gallery view going back to speaker view when you go to me, but I don't think we should do that. Because there are people like Wallace that says, no, it's really important that I see the gallery view because I like to see my full audience because we're storytelling. You know, now for Wallace, he runs 2 Zooms simultaneously, but and he brought that up. I bloody shut him down quickly, because it's the last thing I want people to know about, and the confusion it could cause with 4 bloody Zoom screens, I tell you. And anyway, I shut him down very quickly, and he went, ha ha ha, ha. You cheeky. It's because he's an engineer. He loves complicated. Anyway. So the fact of the matter is just keep that in mind. So although I was using it with hotkeys for PC, when I pressed the gallery, when I pressed the back to me, it went back to speaker view. And that for me works great. But it's not going to be the case for everybody, because some people want to see the gallery view nearly all the time. But for Mandy, so I think the best way is if that's the case and they want to go back to speaker view, is they just have a separate key that they can pin whenever they want to go back to speaker view. What are your thoughts? Because you can't make both, can you? You can't give them a choice.
It's complicated to give a choice. It gets complicated and no one's going to use it. But the thing is, no one is spotlighted right now. If I spotlight the 3 of us, it's going to switch from gallery view to speaker view.
Yeah, but it doesn't always.
That's what I don't understand. I could make so it always does that. You know, if you use the spotlight feature,
I would then do that, because that would do it. Because that's what I ended up explaining. I said, look, if you're going to have the gallery around you, it's only going to be you, spotlit, because that's the point of the gallery around you. It's going to be focused on you, main camera, or whatever, you know.
Right now, at the moment, let's say the 3 of us, you will have to unmute yourself now. So just unmute yourselves. I'm going to go back to me. And I see myself. But if I want to see the gallery, I just bring, hey, let's see you guys. So raise your hands if you're, and then I'm back in gallery view. And then I can hide it out. So I don't have a button to switch to gallery view. I just show the gallery around.
Yeah.
And now I'm back in gallery view.
But how do you get back to speaker view is what I'm saying. That's what she needs. She needs to go back to speaker view. So anyway, I've told her just to use the hotkey to go back to speaker view. Okay. One other thing. I don't know if this is with everybody, but she had to go into the hotkeys on Zoom and change the hotkey. Hers was Alt-E. It was Alt-E.
It's gonna be
and she's got another app using Alt-F2, but she doesn't know what it is. I said, well, you'll soon find out. And then you'll have to change it in the app. It might be an app that you don't even use, so don't worry about it for now. But anyway, so just keep that in mind, of course.
Yeah,
Thi-
the conflict is what's the problem, but I don't know.
But it's awesome. It really is. This is awesome. We can work around those
This
conflicts.
is a problem just for Windows. This is a problem just for Windows. For Mac, we don't use hotkeys.
Okay, so why don't you change it for a real peculiar hotkey in the coding, like Control, Alt, Shift, and F, or something stupid, and then we just direct them to
Because
change
everyone-
it in Zoom?
Because I think that's the Zoom default, and if it's simple to say down, just make it global.
Well, it might be the Zoom default, but why was Mandy's not that then?
I think she changed it.
She might have. She might have. All right, well, let's find out if it's definitely the Zoom default or not, though. Let's find out for sure. You know. But just keep that in mind. If it's not working, chances are it's the hotkey, like it was with me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So just so you know, we have to collect a lot of testimonials and demos from people in a very short time. So we are putting in today a very big campaign to have people create material.
Yeah.
And this is gonna come out. You have to get yourself acquainted with the rules and everything. So people are gonna ask. So just wait for that tomorrow. You will see that tomorrow.
Well, I won't,
Oh,
will
well,
I?
actually, you're out tomorrow. So don't worry. So
Yeah,
don't
I'm
worry
on the
about
bloody
it.
road.
Don't worry
I mean,
about
I'll
it.
keep my eye out. Also, take note. Bruce, Dominic, and Eralp. I would ask them for demos because all three of them are doing very different things. And Eralp is actually using Video Ninja, which, by the way, we have to talk about. It's a whole new ball game, Philippi. You could have an advanced area for production people only that produce other people's shows using the Video Ninja. It's working like a fucking dream. Oh, it's beautiful.
Brilliant.
It's smooth. It's crystal. It's clear. I've had no complaints of the three people that I have using it at the moment. And Eralp is doing this professionally. He's the producer and the host, but most of the lectures and talks are from his clients. And he uses the video. Oh, and he showed me videos. It's working beautifully. And that's just me going off the top of my head teaching him. If we put a little package together on that, wow, that is a whole other ball game. You know, I'm promising you. This is what Jeff is doing as well.
Video. They are using video.
Yeah, that's what
Because-
he's doing. It's not about him. He's the producer. And his clients are in different countries. He brings them onto his stage. He controls everything for them and introduces them and uses the video to get their
I thought
cameras.
it was unreliable.
It hasn't been unreliable for me. It hasn't been unreliable for Eralp so far. And he's used it a good 10 times already now, you know. I've only
That
used
might
it a few
be Really
times.
big.
Eh?
They could be really, really big. They could be really big.
Oh,
I'll
absolutely.
look into that.
I am so excited when Eralp sends me the videos, and I think, gosh, we were just together. We did this in an hour, and you know, I taught you how to use it. You set up some scenes for it, and I'm like, wow, that's looking good. You know, we had to tweak the sound a little bit. He was
So-
getting a double back, but it was
so
because
the
of his
camera-
microphone.
So the camera one becomes a video browser source.
Yeah.
That's it.
Well, basically, I made him guest camera, padlock guest camera, and then inside that he's got guest 1, 2, and 3, and he can, you know, turn them on and off like that. But you could do it anyhow you like. But I just made padlock hashtag guest cameras.
Did you get that, Pedro? Did you understand what we are talking about? You're muted.
Can you summarize it for me? I'm not sure if I.
It's the feasibility of producing others with Inside the Show. With
Oh,
full
I got this.
Inside the
I
Show.
got this. I got this. I got this. We need to investigate this
Yeah,
with a little bit more
yeah.
patience, maybe not after a 5-hour work session.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
doing
no.
that right away.
No, you.
You have a call in.
I'm
20,
gonna
30
make
minutes.
this the
His
most
smoke is going
productive
there.
24 hours of the year.
Felipe,
Look, I
you
will
have
tell.
smoke coming to you
And I
would
will
ta-
record a bunch of things today. Okay.
I would tell you one thing, you know, the work that I've done with Aralp on it has really helped me to see how we could teach this to other people as well. So, you know, a lot of the background stuff and how we'll teach it, I've kind of got in my head. The main thing is testing reliability and stuff as much as possible then. But I've not heard any complaints so far.
But let's probably, we have to think about if this is going to be inside the show or another extension of inside the show.
Outside the
Another product,
show.
you know? We can make like it's part an extra course,
Yeah.
and we can add
Yeah.
it to people that are writing the
Oh,
the program,
absolutely.
but like me.
Absolutely. And I tell you something. That extra course will way oversell the ITS course. I feel it in my gut. That's what everybody wants. They want to be a producer.
Yeah.
You know? So for me, I think that could do the business. If we can get it, if it's reliable and stable, I think that could do the business. That would just blow us out of the water.
I'm gonna shut off. I'm gonna eat something. I'm gonna go back before I'm gonna explore this as soon as possible. Oof, so many things to do.
I know. So, okay. So,
This
listen.
is gonna be crazy.
Well, I'm leaving it to you now, Pedro. He's in your hands now.
Yeah,
I'm disappearing
yeah,
for the
yeah.
weekend now, the next few days.
We've been in a 5 hours and a half meeting already where we are discussing about a lot of things, and I'm doing the background of these things that I showed you,
Yeah,
multitasking, and now
Well,
that was an insane day.
it's good. It's good. All right, guys. I will. I'll see you later. I will be around. I will be vaguely in touch. But my apologies that I won't be on top of the chat for the next couple of days. My movers called me today, and they said, "Please, please, please, can we change the moving date to Friday instead of Saturday?" I'm like, I haven't packed it. I've got a whole house to pack up before you come. I'm meant to have Thursday and Friday to do that. Now I might only have Thursday to do that. I'm like, God, you know. I said, I'll let you know tomorrow, but I'm not promising, you know. I'll see how far I get. So you know, but at least after this weekend, I'm fully back on target and duty and boom. Fully back. So anyway, I'll let you go. I'll speak to you over the weekend. I'll see you after the weekend. Okay.
yeah, I'll keep you guys. I'll keep you updated. If I make the mistake of asking you something because I'm doing so much things that I might just forget that you just said me 10 times that you're unavailable in the next days. Please don't feel like I'm asking you to stop what you're doing. It's just that it's so many things in my head that I forgot. But
Totally.
I will not.
Don't worry. And then just remember, Bruce, Dominic, and Eralp might be a
Wrote
good
it down.
starting point to ask for testimonials. All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Hope it was worth you booting up again.
Yeah. Oh, I'll be glad when this weekend's over, I'll tell you. So, anyway, all right, guys.
Bye-bye, Alan.
I'll see you
Yeah.
later. Okay.